vanish. But if I wait too long, you just may be gone forever, and I can't leave you here. We gon' disappear together.
Mama used to tell me if it ain't broke, don't break it. So I'm trying to fix what's broke with no payment. No payment, I ain't have enough for the damages, so I put it down before I damage us. Disappear, I'm sure this appears as apathy. Now you mad at me, and it's tragic. We are drowning in an ocean of your tears. Wells, and I'm more like a whale in that well. Killer, toxic to my damsel in distress, so I step back, watching you just handling the stress. Try to wait it out, trying to let you do you, but I make them vows, I don't wanna lose you. Ready or not, here I come. Ali, oxen free, my dear, I run. Whether falls to the Titanic, sink or swim, I promise you I won't vanish.
But if I wait too long, you just may be gone forever, and I can't leave you here. We gon' disappear together.
Swift, RCMG, Rhyme Council in the building. We got 'em in the field with the Track Starz. Get it, got it, good.
You can't stop! Can't stop, won't stop. Where the brakes at? I give him that ditty bop, like take that, take that, take that, take that. I'ma put in work, I'ma do that ASAP. Throw my faith in rap, but it say don't say that, huh? What I'ma turn down for? I feel like Shaq in 9-4, breaking glass in that backboard like Kobe in Toronto, huh? Dropping 81, yo I dropped the 88. Ricky Bobby, shake and bake, sleeping on it, should've stayed awake, huh? Everybody make mistakes like VJs, tryna say my name is Minio. Stay with me, Minio. Okay, great, 2 forks high, raise the stakes, risk it all, I take the hate. This the winning team, get the Gatorade. My guy good, but he's not safe, nah. They try to shut us down and it ain't gon' slide. Only thing I fear is God and he on my side. That's the confidence I got, cause he got me. That's why I really feel like you can't stop me. That's all you got. Come on with it. That's all you got. You can't stop me. You don't got the power. Shut me down. That's not enough. I'm my biggest problem. You don't got the power. Shut me down. That's not enough. You can't stop me. You're my biggest opponent. You know me, I know you, we know it. Whenever I fail, you always been there to simply remind me I've blown it. You don't see when I'm growing. You don't see where I'm going. You only see in the moment. You know my mistakes. You never let go it. Don't cease to amaze me, and it drive me crazy, that you catch every detail that I missed in the songs I'm making. Saying you will never write a verse like Kendrick, never be the rapper I got from Hendrix. Top 10 alive, you will never be mentioned. Why aim so high, won't survive the trenches. Plus, you a Christian, Andy, they will never listen, Andy. Plus, we a pigment, Andy. You don't got skill, you a gimmick, Andy. Well, if I listen to you and everything you put in my ear, I'll be living like woulda, shoulda, coulda. I'll be paralyzed by fear. Ain't that the truth? If I quit, the only way I lose. I got 2 choices when I do this: make moves or make excuses. If you know who I'm talking about, then you got me. My biggest enemy is me, and even I can't stop me. They try to shut us down and it ain't gon' slide. Only thing I fear is God and he on my side. That's the confidence I got, cause he got me. That's why I really feel like you can't stop me. That's all you got. Come on with it. That's all you got. You can't stop me. You don't got the power. Shut me down. stop, oh no, won't stop. I said if I cannot stop me, then you'll never stop me, oh no, can't stop, oh no, won't stop. I said if I cannot stop me, then you'll never stop me, oh no, can't stop, oh no, won't stop. I said if I cannot stop me, then you'll never stop me, oh no, you can't stop me. That's all you got. Come on with it. That's all you got. You can't stop me. You don't got the power. Shut me down. That's not an option. I'm my biggest problem. You don't got the power. Shut me down. That's not an option. You can't stop me.
What's going on, y'all? This is your boy, man, Pastor Alexander Pagani, a.k.a. Preach That Fire from Hollafest Radio. And you tuning into one of the livest holy hip-hop radio shows on the face of the planet, Track Starz Radio. You're in the field with the Track Starz. NYC, stand up.
Yeah, back in the field with the Track Starz. Ryan Wright to Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. All right, we got another noteworthy for you today. This one is called The Backup Plan. Says, hey Track Starz, I am 17 years old and I'm a female. Next year I will be a senior and most likely attend college. Here's the situation. Even as a young child, I always knew that I was not made to do some pointless desk job. But when you're a Christian and God tells you that He has a special plan for your life, most of the time we assume He means preaching, which is exactly what I thought. But since then, I prayed about it, and I am completely certain that is not the case. Even if it was, I would not have a problem with it. Anyway, at the time, in a foolish attempt to run from that, I worked toward a goal I knew I was not. It wasn't what I needed to do. It's not written. Okay. Okay. After God made it clear that if I pursued it any further, I would fail, I became fearful about possibly not finding my purpose, and due to this fear, I began to plan for another possible career. But extremely recently, I might add, He made it clear again that is not what He had planned for me. I hate not feeling prepared, but what I am mostly concerned about is how to tell my parents that I don't know what it is that I want to do with my life. How do I know what God wants me to do? And I know He is not one to be put on a time limit, but my parents can't afford to pay for college if I am not 100% sure about what I'm doing. I want to obey God, but I just don't know what He wants from me. Should I expect Him to tell me specifically and directly exactly what it is He wants me to do, or should I expect some sort of sign? I have made so many mistakes before, I don't exactly trust my own assumptions. I know I should just trust God, but I am worried. Please offer any advice you can. The backup plan, what y'all think?
I love young people and their hearts for God. I really do. They just seem so over the top, like, you know, just gung-ho. But first of all, when I was reading this noteworthy, I was thinking, man, I want to commend this person for being so dedicated at such an early age. Most people your age are sitting around right now trying to beat a level on a video game, or, you know, see how many tweets they can tweet out to Justin Bieber or something like that. Like, just not the average 16-year-old. So kudos to you for that. Secondly, God told me I was going to do radio when I was 12 years old. It was a feeling that I had when I was 12 years old, when I first called into radio. And so you have to pick what you're passionate about and ask God about that area and see if God will co-sign on that being something that you do. He speaks to you through your passions. So that's one way to definitely determine, you know, what He has for you, is find out what you're passionate about. Seek Him on that in prayer, and just trust Him to guide you in the direction in those steps. I think when I was younger, I remember being like that too, being overly concerned about what I was going to do, what God wanted me to do. And really, He was just saying, live your life, be a witness, and I'll direct your steps. I mean, He's not going to leave you out there second guessing yourself or wondering. He will calm that storm that you have in your life when you don't know what you're doing. But don't be afraid to talk to your parents about that. Don't be afraid to tell them you don't know because you're 16. I mean, you'll notice a lot of college students get into college and decide that they want to change their major because they just don't know if they're gonna like the direction they're going in, and that could very well happen with you.
Sometimes God will allow you to do what you want to do, but you may not be doing it for financial gain. That's what I would say. Kind of telling a little testimony. Years ago, I knew I wanted to have a record label. I knew I wanted to be on a radio. I knew I wanted to do publication. I knew I wanted to do everything, and I feel like I'm doing everything, but I'm not living off that. And sometimes I think that's what we think. Like, we think that maybe that what God's purposed us to do, we may be living off that. So this is just my thing. What I could tell you is you may have to, whatever you, let me take it back to the simple. You may have to first try to figure out what you like to do, what God has called you to do. Figure out what you like to do. What do you love to do? What would you do if you wouldn't get paid to do it? Like, you would do it for free. Figure that out first. See what your passion's about. Like, what are you passionate? Because sometimes you think you could be passionate about one thing and then it turns into something else. So just figure out what your passion is. Like, I know I'm passionate about arts and entertainment. I know I'm passionate about like different things. Like, at one time in my life, it was all music. It's still music. But sometimes your passions, as you grow older, stuff starts to happen when you may say, okay, it's music and this. Or it may not be as music no more. It may be film. It may be publications, websites, whatever. So just find that passion, because once you find it, like I said, you'll be willing to do it for free because you love it so much. But at the same time, it may be something where you are doing that for free for a moment, or it may be you be doing it for free, but you got to do something else. And I think everybody in here, to a certain extent, like we have side jobs that pay our bills, but we do this because we love to do it. If it comes a day where we are doing this full time, I think it's a plus. But if it doesn't, I don't think it changes anything that in our hearts about doing it. You know what I mean? So I think that's one of the things that you have to look at too, about purpose. And I wish The Truth has a song about this, like off his Open Book album, which was so on point about how to find what your purpose is in life. So you may want to check that out. I'm gonna try to find out what the name of the song is. But yeah, that's what I would say.
Man, this is such a good question. It's a hard question, especially at your age when you don't have time to figure it out. Like you said, your parents are telling, like, where are you going to school? Like, I mean, you got to figure out what you're doing. And one thing that helped me, somebody told me a while back. They didn't say necessarily figure out what you are good at or what you want to do. They said figure out who God is calling you to help. Think about them first, and then you figure out the way to help them. So for me, it was God called me to help the entertainment industry. How am I going to help them? It needs better music. It needs better radio. It needs better movies. That's how I'm going to help them. My sister's behind the camera. She knows that I loved basketball. That's what I wanted to do naturally. I wanted to play basketball, but God was like, no. And so we're 6 foot kids in 8th grade told me no too when they hit the ball in my hand. So the point is, it may not always be what you naturally want to do. It may not always be what you naturally want to do. I remember when I was 17, I said, God, give me the desires of my heart. And I think people hear that verse a little differently. It's not give me what I want. It's give me the desire in my heart. Like, you changed my desire to be whatever you want it to be. Now, I remember at 17, God started changing my desire to want to be a part of this entertainment industry. And I kind of like the fact that it happened that way, because I don't necessarily have a personal desire to be some big shot musician or some big shot radio guy. You know what I'm saying? This is not my natural desire. But I know I have to do this to get to the people that God called me to reach. So this is more so a means to an end than it is my end. You know what I mean? And I think when your end is the thing you're doing, you start